I thought I would do an update since the last time I talked to you. The last time I talked to you, I had went to the surgeon that I haven't seen for over a year, and the it didn't actually go all that well, as I told you in the last video. And so I just I think that's been about 3 weeks ago now, and since then I have been I went to a holistic doctor that's pretty popular here around the area that I live, and I had like an hour-long discussion with him, and things went great. I really felt like we connected, and that he was on the same page as I was, and he believed in all the things I did, and so we got to talk, very enlightening. Got to find out a lot of things, and some possibilities about why the holistic and the medical is not working, and together it's just not going to happen. They just they have no understanding of health and diet being related, so it just doesn't mix. And so I kind of understood a few things. By the time the meeting was over, I understood now why I've had a hard time getting my blood work done with the medical doctors, because that's not the way they do that. They want to do the blood work after you've had the surgeries and the chemo or whatever treatments they've given you, and then that determines, of course, how bad a shape your body really is by then, after you went through all that. And doctors are not bad. I am not pounding them whatsoever, but they just do not have any appreciation or any training or anything in nutrition. And they're just so trained to treat it with medications. And I think one of the things I want to make people aware of, that when did we as a society get to the place where we don't think a thing about having 10, 12, 20 medications in our medicine cabinet and taking them. One medicine makes one reaction, and then you have to take another, and then you have to take another one for that, because it's just like a train wreck that just keeps it just keeps your body keeps breaking down with the medication. So somehow the society we live in today has gotten to this place where we think it's just natural to have a medicine cabinet full of medicine. So so no one even considers the fact that that's not the way it's supposed to be. So I don't know, somehow slowly it's gotten to that place, and I guess that's really like a soapbox of mine, is I want to be a voice that really you don't have to. You can treat so many things with your medicine. I think I heard on the news, we as a nation we spend like $250 billion a year on prescribed medication. So that is a huge chunk of money. And I got to go see my parents over the weekend. They live out of state, and so we had a really good time. And my dad and mom, my whole family's been very supportive since I've started this diet, and they totally believe in what I'm doing. And my dad, and so basically most of my family has been juicing along with me. Of course, not to the extent I do. They just do what's called a maintenance diet, not even the recovery diet. And my dad is a diabetic, and so he started juicing when last year, when we started going through this. My mom and dad did. And then over the last, I don't know how long, he didn't really tell me, but a couple months he quit juicing. And when he went back for the doctor for his checkup, and mind you, this is just maintenance juice. It wasn't even the recovery like me. The doctor said your sugar is going back up again, because while he was juicing, the sugar was going down. And so they're, of course, excited, and they're going to start back up on their juicing again, because it was making a difference in my dad being a diabetic. So, no one even has to do it to the extent I do. Sometimes I forget in telling people that, because I'm so used to doing this really aggressive, approach to getting rid of the cancer. And I forget that just maintenance can do so many things. And of course, I'm going into like a year and, I don't know, like 2 months of being on this diet. So it's almost becoming so natural to me that I don't think it's odd anymore. But anyway, I was really excited about the results with a holistic doctor, and we did some blood work, and he's doing a series of tests, and we'll find out if I have any toxins in my body. And he did say something like the hair dye in my hair could possibly not being good. It might be too hard for me, but I love to get my hair colored, so that will be the last resort. And So anyhow, I'm waiting all of that test to come back. I have seen the actual blood work results, and I don't know how to read them right, but it really looks good. One of my tumor markers were even in the middle range. It wasn't high, so that was really good. And another marker that tumor marker he did, it was just a little bit high, but I don't know how, it wasn't even as high as a smoker's tumor marker would be. So anyway, I'm just excited to hear the results back when he gets everything back collectively, and then we'll go over and he's going to give me some, of course we'll work on the area problems that showed up in my work and in my testing, and then kind of restart from there. And so I'm really excited. I've been doing really well over the last couple weeks, and so I just kind of wanted to fill you in on what's going on, just waiting for the results back from that. I think that's been the story of my last 14 months, is waiting, you know, because I keep waiting for the results of the test, or waiting to see, you know, to see progress in getting recovery. He even said, alluded to the fact that even if the tumor is still there, that is fine, as long as the cancer is going away. So, and then maybe when I get through this, if I feel like I need to get the tumor removed, that's fine. But to do that now, or if I do still have any cancer in my body, would be like lighting a match, and it would just, the cancer goes all through your body once air is exposed. And I know we've all heard that. I've heard it before, and he definitely agrees with that and believes that. So anyhow, I was just really thrilled with the results from going to this doctor, and he just, you know, the longer I go on this journey, the more I find out that I don't know anything, and I keep learning things, and it's just opened up a whole new world to me of things, and it's, you know, I've obviously becoming a passion of mine to be a voice heard, and to, I think there needs to be so much more awareness of health and diet being related, and you know, and I'll just keep plugging anywhere I can to get that out, and to be, you know, to get it more public, and get it to, get people to understand that, because you know, they look at me and they think, well, I can never do that, and you know, it's very hard to do this. I mean, God has just totally been faithful to help me get through this, but you do what you have to do, and you know, if you want to live, and of course I wanted to do that, and but then you just got to keep remembering you don't even have to do it to this magnitude if you're not facing a life-threatening disease. And you know, early detection, obviously I'll shout that until, you know, until the end, because early detection, obviously I wouldn't be here, but that's neither here nor there, because I am here. And but you know, for other people, just you know, if you suspect anything, please go get tested. Please don't be afraid. I was so afraid for so long, and that's another thing. If people are aware of alternatives, because the medical field did scare me so much, that's why I was so afraid. And so if you know there's other alternatives and maybe other approaches to reversing your diseases, don't be, you know, you've got hope. You know, it just doesn't have to be the, okay, let's do surgery, and you might not have a colon when you come out, and you might have a colostomy bag, and you might not, or you know, you might not have any hair left because of chemo, or you might be thrown up. I mean, all that terrified me, and I obviously wanted to do it this way versus, you know, going through all that mess, and I'm thrilled with what I've been through. And you know, I'll say that in every video. I've done exactly, conquered cancer every day of my life for the last 14 months, and I plan on doing it forever. I mean, you know, the beginning of my whole thing, I said I will as soon get hit by a big truck before I'll die of cancer, and I still hold true to that. But anyway, things are good. I'll let you know as soon as I get the reports back from the doctor, and just hold fast, hang in there, and keep researching, keep looking for, you know, there's a lot of voices out there, and you just don't have to just go rush right to the doctor and get in line like a cow at a gate, you know, getting slaughtered. There are choices out there. So anyway, I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye.